All right, welcome to your daily download of the tech world. A world where the code literally writes itself. And get this, your self-driving car might actually be driven by someone on the other side of the planet. Yeah, you heard me right. You know, that little detail about remote drivers is just the perfect intro to the wild, weird, and exciting world we're all jumping into with AI. And right now, the biggest story, the one everyone is talking about, is the AI gold rush. And folks, it is officially in overdrive. So, who's leading the charge? Well, in the last 24 hours, one company is making some absolutely colossal waves. Anthropic. And they're not just trying to join the conversation, oh no. They are looking to completely rewrite the rules. Okay, this is where things get a little sci-fi. For the very first time, the machines are officially building the machines. Anthropic has just announced that its AI Claude is now coded entirely by other AIs. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. And as if that wasn't enough, they also gave it a fast mode, which gives premium users a 6x speed boost. And believe me, this isn't just some cool science experiment. The numbers here, they tell the real story. Anthropic is aiming to raise a staggering $20 billion. They're even splashing out on Super Bowl ads to make sure everyone, and I mean everyone, knows their name. So what we're really watching here is a classic tech showdown, right? You've got Anthropic stepping into the ring, positioning itself as a direct challenger to the reigning champ, OpenAI. And it's this rivalry, this intense competition that's fueling the market's crazy mix of excitement and, a little bit of caution. But here's the thing, this fight isn't just contained to Silicon Valley. Nope, it's spilling out all over the world stage. It's forcing whole countries to pick sides, and it is literally redrawing the global map of tech power right before our very eyes. For example, look at this huge new trade deal between India and the US. We're talking a potential value of over $500 billion. But the real story isn't just about clothes. The strategic heart of this deal is in aerospace and, this is the big one, semiconductors. India is now designing its own 2-nanometer chips. That's a massive leap in power, and it's a clear move in the global chess game for tech dominance. And you can see this realignment happening pretty much everywhere. You've got Starlink growing in the Middle East, but hitting roadblocks in Asia. Saudi Arabia is pouring billions into going digital. And get this, in Norway, sales of gasoline-powered cars have basically collapsed. All these high-level strategic plays, they have a direct impact on the gadgets in our pockets.
Right, because all this incredible new AI needs some serious horsepower to actually run. And you can bet the tech giants are already lining up, ready to sell you that next must-have upgrade.
The Apple rumor mill. It is working overtime. We're hearing whispers of an iPhone 17e, and of course, new MacBooks powered by the M5 chip. But the most interesting rumor, the one that really gets you thinking, is about a new AI pin. A tiny device that some people are saying could be the successor to the iPhone itself. It feels like our relationship with tech is about to get a whole lot more personal, and probably a lot smaller. And of course, Samsung is not just sitting on the sidelines. Their new Galaxy S26 Ultra is on the way, and the early reports are, well, classic Samsung. A mix of genuine, awesome innovation and some features that just make you scratch your head. It's kind of like a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're going to get, but you're definitely getting a new phone. But with all this incredible power and all this money flying around, you just knew it was inevitable. The regulators are starting to take a very close look. The watchdogs have officially arrived at the AI party, and let me tell you, they are not just here for the free snacks. And this really is the question on everybody's mind, isn't it? From government halls to your kitchen table. Is all of this just moving too fast? The innovation is happening at a breakneck pace, which is great, but where are the guardrails? So in the US, New York is taking the first big steps with some pretty serious proposals. We're talking about things like mandatory labels on any AI-generated content, a brand new oversight body just for the industry, and even pausing data use for certain AI models. This is a big deal, and it's a sign of a growing, cautious mood that could totally reshape the industry. And hey, if you think the regulators are just being overly cautious, listen to this. This is a direct warning from the FBI. They are saying that imminent deepfake attacks are, and I quote, almost certain. This really shines a light on the very real and frankly escalating dark side of AI's explosive growth. So, after that whirlwind tour, what does this all actually mean for you? Let's quickly break down the key takeaways from the last 24 hours in tech and figure out what you should be thinking about next. Well, the impact here is kind of all over the place.
For startups, and for us the consumers, it's a fantastic time. There's new investment, new products, a lot of excitement. But if you're a big company or an investor, things are a little more complicated. The potential is massive, for sure, but so are the risks from all this new competition and regulation.
So who's really set to win in this new landscape? Well, it looks like the winners are the ones who are embracing the chaos. Companies like Anthropic and Apple who are pushing the limits, and nations like India forging these new tech alliances. And the losers? It's probably going to be anyone who's too slow to adapt to this new reality, from traditional car makers to old-school hardware companies.
Okay, so what should you do now? Here's your game plan. First, keep a really close eye on Anthropic. Their journey is basically a barometer for the entire industry right now. Second, start getting ready for new regulations. They're coming, one way or another. Third, look for opportunities in these new global partnerships. And finally, and this is maybe the most important, take cybersecurity seriously. The threats are evolving just as fast as the tech is.
Look, the tech world is moving at lightning speed, and staying in the loop is more important than ever. So, to get the full breakdown of everything we just talked about and to stay ahead of what's next, be sure to visit newsbite.tech for more tech news and bites.